I still remember those evenings that we were working for the DGH event of the IADC PDU student chapter, where we had collaborated for the investors meet, and along with Dr. Shankar Krishna, who is also here, who assisted us a lot in the DGH event. So that was actually one of the flagship event that was conducted by the student chapter and was appreciated uh, I mean, considerably both at the institute level as well as from the ministry. So, as a part of this chapter, we always strived for the benefit of the students. Okay, so it was I would say that we had the privilege to have been associated with a number of industries. So I think we started off with one of the internship programs where on HSC from shelf drilling, and we were fortunate that one of our I mean, a student from BT17 was able to secure a job at shelf drilling. So that was one of the first event that was done. And from that, we had several internships. And one of that on IoT was the virtual reality internship with Drops Asia. I think some of you might have seen the updates on the chapter website, wherein recently we had portrayed the output of that internship work to the industry people. We are very fortunate that Mr. Yoshim van der Meulen from Singapore, wherein this Drops Asia secretary, who helped us in doing that internship event. And also from shelf drilling, we were also mentored by Mr. Anwar Momin, QHSE manager, and he was able to steer a lot of things for our students. Okay, and we also, I mean, had a lot of conference invitations through IADC. I mean, those conference invitations, I mean, it was specifically for the industry people previously, but it was the initiative of IADC at Houston who actually gave us those passes, and we had a number of students having the opportunity to attend just to understand that where the industry is actually lying today, and have an exposure of that. So with this, I think my fellow faculty coordinator, Mr. Gaurav Azarika, is on some other assignment today and couldn't make it for this now. So on behalf of the director of SPT and the other staff, I really congratulate the present team who have worked significantly under the leadership of Mr. Virag Poshia for bringing this chapter to this level. A lot of hard work has been put up. I believe that the upcoming committee also would do the same. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Hari sir, for always being there for us. And now I would like to call you, Hari sir, again for felicitation of our current core committee members. And I'll go by alphabet wise. The core committee members for year 21-22 are Abhishek Gelani, jaldi jaldi. Abhishek Gelani, Elish Vatanawala, Darshan Gajera, Druvik Jogani, Janish Banderi, Nandan Radadia, Vishal Vyas, Vraj Patel, Utsav Arkani, Rutvik Patel. कौन सा बदनपति? हाँ Next in line is Darshan Gajera. તો તારું કઈ રીતે રહી ગયું? હમ? ભલે લઈ લે ને, અમારે દિવસે Thank you, Hari sir. Next would be the office bearer's address. To start us off, I'll do the honors. I am Nishit Patel. I was the chapter coordinator for year 22, and I'm signing off. Next, I would like to call Mr. Raj Kotia.
I, Raj Kothia, Office Chapter Coordinator at IIDC PDU Student Chapter, officially signing off from the post of Chapter Coordinator. Thank you so much.
Next, I'd like to call Mr. Yatin Gajera.
I, Yatin Gajera, officially signing off from Treasurer of IIDC PDU Student Chapter.
I would now like to call Mr. Jayesh Belani.
Good evening, everyone. I am Jayesh Belani, currently signing off as Secretary of IADC PDU Student Chapter. Thank you.
Next is Miss Vidhi Balodia.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I, Vidhi Balodia, am officially signing off from the position of Vice Chairman.
And now I call Mr. Virag Poshia.
Good evening, everyone. I am going to take 2 or 3 minutes from you people. So it was the day of 28 September 2020 when we incepted the chapter, and today we are celebrating its second annual ceremony of the IIDC PDU Student Chapter. The journey has been splendidly astounding. Team IIDC PDPU has been working tirelessly from day one to achieve the best on delivered from oil and gas industry through initiative and activities aiming to bridge the gap between academia and industry and making students deployable and employable in various facets of industry. I am overwhelmed that the chapter is being blessed by Sri Arun Karle sir since inception. His unwavering support and guidance can only lead us to what we are today. I am pleased and glad by Mr. Matt Dubos, Vice President IADC International, for his ardent support to the students and motivation throughout the journey. I am grateful to IADC South Central Asia Chapter, IADC Young Professional Committee, and IADC Fraternity around the globe for their remarkable efforts in assisting us in trainings, internship programs, and delivering thought-provoking sessions on regular intervals, which lead us to achieve this milestone.
Today, I am extremely obliged and thankful to Dr. Arkevich, Director SPT, for his resonating support in all the ups and downs throughout the journey, which helped us in bracing up with such standards and making us industry ready. I am privileged to have Dr. Hari S. as our faculty mentor, who have been working and facilitating us from black and white till the execution, for which I am very grateful to him. I remember the days when we were even working on virtual meetings, even at the midnight. Your generous involvement in all our endeavors has made us this day a very grateful for all of us, sir. I am thankful to Mr. Gaurav Hazarika, faculty coordinator, for his support and all the facilities from SPT which he have provided us with. I am privileged and thankful to Gaurav Hazarika, sir. Now it's time to reiterate and appreciate the bond we develop among ourselves through this beautiful journey. It fills me enormously happy as the seed planted by us on 28 September 2020 has now grown, shaped, and started producing within a very short span of time, and it's all because all of you. Here, I am talking about my colleagues, office bearers, and core committee members, executive committee, subcommittee, and associate committee members who have been dedicated their handsome amount of time in making the chapter operational from scratch to excellence. I thank and appreciate each and every member associated with us. I am sure that the upcoming committee would continue the legacy and set the bars high and create new benchmark in coming days. My best wishes and heartiest congratulations to all the new appointed office bearers and the committee members. I, Virag Pusia, Chairman of IADC PDU Student Chapter 2021-2022, signing off.
I would now again like to invite Dr. Hari S. for facilitating the outgoing batch of office bearers. First off, Mr. Raj Kotia, Chapter Coordinator. Next, I would like to invite myself to get
Now I would like to invite Jayesh Kinear.
Next up is Mr. Yatin Gajera. Next is Ms. Vidhi Balodia. And next is Mr. Virag Pushi. Thank you, sir. And now I would like to invite Mr. Virag Poshia to felicitate Mr. Jaimin Kanparia for his exceptional achievement performance during HSC and Sustainability Conference at MIT Pune. Now comes the moment that we all have been waiting for. Time to announce the office bearers for the year 22-23. I urge all the committee members of the year 22-23 not to be disheartened. Position is just a label, only you can decide what is your worth. And after a fair and unbiased selection process conducted by office bearers in consultation with faculty members and Director Arkevich, we have chosen Mr. Ayush Katyare as chairman for year 22-23. I invite Virag to hand over the badge to him. The vice chairman for year 22-23 would be Mr. Jaimin Kanparia. I invite Vidhi Balodia to hand over the badge to him. Ready. The secretary for year 22-23 is Mr. Jatin Nagrani. I invite Jayesh Belani to hand over the badge to him. The treasurer for year 22-23 is Mr. Dhruvik Satane. And the chapter coordinators for year 22-23 are Mr. Darshan Chodadia and Ms. Selvi Patel. I request the office bearers for 2021-22 batch and the newly formed office bearers. I invite them to the stage for a group photo with our faculty mentor, Dr. Hari S. Shankar sir, you can also please join us. तालियां पाड़ दो भाई हमारा. I would like to announce the core committee for year 22-23 as well. First off, the graphic designing head is Mr. Neil Kukadia. Documentation head is Mr. Sohil Danani. The strategic development head is Mr. Dipesh Patel. The corporate relations head is Mr. Smith Modi. The logistics head would be Mr. Jaimin Prajapati. The event management head is Mr. Mohan Chihora. The membership head is Miss Jawahir Fatima. The technical head is Mr. Arpit Patel. The multimedia and coverage head is Mr. Shreyas Patel. And the sponsorship head is Mr. Vaidik Chaudhary. That brings us to the end of Adhishthāna' 2022, the annual ceremony of IIDC PDU student chapter. I wish the newly appointed office bearers and the core committee members all the best. We hope that your hard work and dedication will carry the chapter to newer heights. I would like to once again thank IIDC International, IIDC South Central Asia, Mr. Mike Dubose, Mr. Arun Karle, and not to forget our faculty mentors, Dr. Hari S. and Mr. Gaurav Hazarika. Thank you for everything. Networking dinner has been arranged at the convocation ground. Looking forward to interact with you all. Thank you so much for being a part of Adhishthāna' 2022, the annual ceremony. Once again, this is the Office Bearers 21-22 signing off officially for the one last time.